Welcome everybody. I hope you're feeling well. Let's get moving. So we'll start lying down on our bellies today. And you can rest your head on your hands. Now just give the hips a little move from side to side. Just settling yourself into the earth. Just noticing how that feels for you today. And as you get comfortable, you can start to push down through the tops of the feet and push down through the tops of the legs. Almost like you're trying to lift the belly button up off the floor. And once you feel that nice solid grounding feeling, then you can start to breathe a little bit deeper. Starting to feel the belly inflate as you breathe in. And the deflation as you breathe out. All the time pushing down through the tops of the feet, the tops of the legs, the pubic bone, and like you're drawing the belly button up and back. Take one more breath there. Then we'll bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. And have the palms flat down onto the mat. And you can let the chest drop and we'll just squeeze the shoulder blades to meet in the middle. And then we'll push the mat away and around into the back. We'll just try that a few times, letting the chest drop and squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then pushing away, rounding into the back. So your feet are still active, legs are still active. And again, just letting the chest drop, squeezing it together. And then pushing away, rounding into the upper back. Now take some circles. Exploring the shoulders. And then take the circles the other way, so forwards and around. Might take a few goes to work it out. And then just pushing away from the floor, trying to lift the head and the chest up. Feeling that extension upwards now. Still pushing down through your feet, through the tops of the legs, through the pubic bone to get that lift upwards. Then lower yourself all the way back down onto the mat. Take your hands like tents either side of the mat. Push down through your fingertips, chin to chest as you lift yourself up, straightening the arms. And then the elbows bend as you lower down. Nice and slowly, chin to chest as you push through the fingertips to lift yourself up. And elbows bend as you lower down. Last time, push through the fingertips as you breathe in to lift yourself up. And then the elbows bend as you lower down. Bringing your hands now underneath your shoulders. So those elbows are squeezing in. Really hug your shoulder blades towards each other. Your forehead can be on the mat. Keep drawing the elbows towards each other. Keep pinching the shoulder blades. And keeping that feeling with the shoulders, just take your hands towards your feet. Your forehead can stay down onto the mat. You can try and pulse the hands up higher. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. Nice little pulses here. And then try to keep the hands off the floor. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders again. Keep squeezing your shoulder blades together. Try and hover the hands. And now extend your arms all the way to the front of the mat. Keeping the hands off the floor. Forehead down and then pulse the hands higher. Now bring the hands back, keep the hands off the floor, pinch the shoulder blades together, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then you can press the hands down onto the mat and we'll take it into a cobra, lifting the head and the chest up. Keep your thighs on the floor. You can keep a little bend in your arms and just explore that. Lowering yourself all the way back down. Just take your right arm out to the right side, in line with your right shoulder. So have a little look at it. Make sure it's there in line with the right shoulder. Left hand on the floor by your left side, and then peel your left hip back onto the right. And you can bend the left leg, rest the foot behind the left leg, the right leg. And just explore the shoulder, the bicep, your pec. How's that arm today? How's the shoulder today? You can relax your head on the floor. Might feel a little bit tight. Just breathe into it. Let's remember this shape with the legs. Yeah, so how to log that into your brain, this shape with your legs. Now just bend the right leg, so you're bringing the right knee in line with the right hip, and then lower your left knee on top of your right knee. Keeping the arm where it is, relax your head. See if you can open up the left knee, keeping the foot, the left foot on the right foot. So it's like you're a shell opening up, and then lower the knee back down. And again, opening up the knee, keeping the feet together, squeezing into that left hip, left leg. And then lower down. Okay, last time. You're going to lift the knee up, keep the feet together. Now just bring the foot where the knee is. So you're lifting that left foot up, comes in line with the knee. And now try and send the left leg all the way back behind you, like you're trying to touch your head, the back of your head with your foot. See how far back you can go there, keeping the foot off the floor here. Good. And then bringing the leg all the way back. Something a little bit new for you there maybe. And we'll lower the knees together. Okay, you can straighten out the legs. Lower your belly down onto the mat. Or we can stretch out that right shoulder. Let's go for the other side. So we got the left arm in line with the left shoulder. Hands like tents on the right side. And then peel your right hip back on top of the left. Let your head rest on the floor here. Remember this shape with the legs for later. So left leg is long, right leg is bent. And take a few breaths, breathing into the left shoulder. And then you can bring the left knee so it comes in line with your left hip. Rest the foot on the floor. And then lower your right knee on top of your left knee. Now keep the toes or the feet touching, and like you're a shell, open up the knees. Keep those feet touching. And then lower the knees to meet. And again, opening up that right knee, imagining your legs as a shell. And then lower it back down. So really fight for it now. Try and open up this right knee. Keep the feet touching, see how far you can go. And then you can bring your foot in line with your right knee, your right foot in line with the right knee, so you're lifting the foot up. And then see if you can touch the back of your head with the right foot, sending the leg back as far as you can go. Breathing in. I don't think any of us will ever touch our head at this point, but that's where we're aiming for. And breathing in. Release and bring the knees back. So back on top of each other, and you can straighten the legs and then lower your belly down onto the mat. Shake out that left shoulder. Have your palms flat on the floor underneath your shoulders. Lift the head and the chest up, squeeze your shoulder blades together. I'm going to push back into a child's pose. Now you can have your knees together. Have your feet together. Check in with that. How's that feeling now? Keep reaching the hands as far forwards as you can. Get that nice stretch from both sides. Breathing in. And breathing out. Nice and easy. Walk your hands over to the right hand side. Let's get into that left side a little bit. You can push down to your left hand, so you're really leaning into the left side. And then walking your hands all the way over to the other side. Go as far over as you can. Push down to your right hand. Breathe into the right side. And then walk your way back to the center. Come back up onto all fours. Letting the belly sink, lifting the head, chest up, straight into your cat-cows. And then pushing the mat away, rounding into the back. Let's do that a few times, getting movement start to flow. Let's go for 2 more cat-cows. Last one. Now we'll come back to neutral and we'll slide the right leg back, press the toes into the floor. It's a nice little calf stretch there. You can rock forwards and back. Keep your left foot on the floor as you push back through the right heel to lift the left knee off the floor, but keep the left foot on the floor. Try and push your hips up and back, squeeze the right heel down. You can be soft with this left leg, it can flop from side to side. And then lower the left knee down, lift your right leg up, flex through your right foot, and then bring your right knee to your right elbow. See if you can hold it there for a moment. And then we'll take it all the way back. Okay, and again, bringing the right knee to the right elbow, see if you can hold it there, very strong, obliques working. And then take it all the way back. Okay, last time, bringing the right knee to your right elbow, hold it there, squeeze it in, breathe. And you're going to slot your right foot outside of your right hand, so it might be a bit of a wiggle to get it there, but you will get it there. Walk your left leg back. You can untuck the toes, keep pushing down through your right foot, don't put it onto its side just yet, and draw the chest forwards. Hold it there, breathing in, breathing out. Maybe you'll come down onto your forearms. If it's already enough for you where you are, just stay on where you are. Otherwise, forearms is fine. You can try and draw your head, chest forwards, breathe into any stiffness there. And you're pushing down through your right foot, squeezing your right knee into your chest. Good, we'll come back up onto the hands. Come back onto the left knee and the right toes can go towards the sky. Welcome to the hamstring. Inhale, chest forwards. Exhale, the elbows can bend as you fold inside that right leg. Do that one more time. Inhale, lift the head, chest up. And as you exhale, push down to your right heel as the elbows bend. Feel the stretch through the right leg. Good, let's bend back into the right leg. So you're standing onto your right foot, lifting the back knee up. We'll take the left leg outside of the left hand. Sit the hips down nice and low. You feel a difference in the legs there, can't you? Elbows into your knees, press your palms together, lift your head, chest up. Feels nice here, breathe in. Squeeze, pinch your shoulder blades together and breathe out. Hands to the floor, lift the hips up to the sky and then heel toe the feet together. Halfway lift and then exhale, fold. Relax your head, nice heavy head. Inhale, take a halfway lift and as you exhale, step the feet to the back of the mat. And we're going to lower the knees, untuck. Oh, actually, let's keep the toes tucked. And then push the hips back into the heels and relax the tummy, the chest, the head down. Just give those feet a little bit more of an awakening. So coming back up onto all fours, getting into the left side. Slide the left leg back, press the toes into the floor. Feel the stretch there. You want to untuck your right toes. Keep pushing to your left heel so your right knee lifts. Lift the hips up. Feel the stretch through that left calf. Right knee is soft and floppy. Just let it flow or let it flop. Now we can lower the right knee to the floor and then lift the left leg up to the sky. Good. Keep your belly nice and strong. As you exhale, just bring your left knee to your left elbow and then try and hold it there. Get the obliques firing, get the core firing. As you exhale, see if you can take it back. And again, bringing the left knee to the left elbow, squeeze it in. Feel all the obliques working, all the core working. Push your hands. And then take it back. Okay, and then last one, bring the left knee to the left elbow, squeeze it in, hold it tight. Now you can try and bring your left foot outside of your left hand. And well done, then walk your right knee back. You stand onto that left foot, so imagine you're going to stand up onto it. Draw the head, chest forward, squeeze the left knee in. Breathe into what you're feeling there. You can stay here on the hands, or you can come down onto your forearms. So it might be that some days forearms is no problem here, but today it is. And so listen to that, adapt your practice according to what your body is feeling in the moment. Long breath in, and long breath out. We can come back up onto the hands and then come back onto your right knee, left toes to the face. Welcome to your left hamstring. Inhale, head, chest forward. Exhale and fold. So the leg is on that little diagonal so the elbows are inside the left leg. Inhale, lift the head, chest up. And then exhale and fold. Does that hamstring want to stretch today? Mine's telling me not. So you're going to step back onto your left foot and then lift the back knee up. Right foot's going to go outside the right hand. Sit the hips down nice and low. Hopefully now both legs or both hips are feeling like they want to play, that they want to play ball. Inhale. As you exhale, hands to the floor, lift the hips up, and we're getting back into that forward fold. Just have your feet hip distance this time. We're going to come Pada Hastasana. You're going to press your hands underneath your feet. Have your toes touching your wrists. You can massage your hands a bit by kind of lifting your heels up on and then pressing the pads of the feet into the palms of the hands. Inhale, lift the head, chest up, straighten your arms, and then exhale, elbows bend, and lower yourself down. Now you can have your hands on your shins if this is a little bit too much for you. Inhale, take a halfway lift, and then exhale, elbows bend, and lower yourself down. Just feel everything start to creak its way open. Last time, inhale, take a halfway lift, and then exhale, elbows bend, and draw yourself in. Inhale, lift the head and chest up, release your hands, and then take your feet to the back of the mat. Find a plank pose. From here, lower yourself all the way down onto the mat, really slow and mindful. Once your belly hits the floor, lift the legs up, lift the head up, lift the hands up, pinch the shoulder blades together. Feel all of that fire. And pushing the hands to the floor, the feet to the floor, come up through a plank, and then up into your downward facing dog. First down dog of the day, squeeze the heels down, lift the hips up, wiggle and swivel the hips from side to side. And come up high onto your toes and then roll yourself forwards into your plank pose. And like you did earlier, but now we are in plank, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Now keep your right knee off the floor for as long as possible as you bend your arms and lower your chest all the way down to the floor. Keep the knee off the floor. And then lower the knee down and then lift the head, chest up. Good. Lower yourself all the way back down to the floor. Tuck your left toes under and then come back into a downward facing dog. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So come up high onto your toes and then roll yourself forwards into a plank pose. Bring your left knee to your left elbow. Try and hold it there. Now take your chest forwards. The elbows are going to bend. You're going to try and hover the left knee off the floor as long as you can. Lift, lift, lift that left knee and then lower it down. Now you can keep your back toes tucked. Lift the head, chest up. Explore that. Lower yourself back down and then push back into downward facing dog. Wiggle, wiggle and a swivel. And then we walk the hands back towards your feet. Take the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, draw your shoulders back and then let your arms come up and over your head. So a little opportunity to stretch out your wrists here. Pressing the hands back onto the sacrum, releasing the hands, walk your way back out into a plank pose and then into your downward facing dog. Okay, from here, lifting the right leg up to the sky, bend the knee and open up your hip. Just bring your right foot inside your right hand. Bend the left leg a lot. Keep it bent and then lift your arms up into a little low lunge. That's it, keeping that left leg bent. Just twist the chest towards the right, reaching the left fingers towards the front, right fingers to the back. Slide your right hand outside of your left hip and then start to send your left arm up to the sky. You can work on straightening that left leg once you're there. Breathe in. Good. As you breathe out, left hand comes down, right arm comes up and overhead, hand lands on the floor, and then front foot to the back. All right, take the hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Have a wiggle and a swivel, see how that feels. So we're going to take the left leg up to the sky, bend the knee and open up that hip. Bring your left foot inside your left hand. Now bend your right leg a lot. Yeah, keep it bent. Imagine you're pushing both feet towards each other. And then come up into a high lunge with a bent leg. Now twist towards the left, right fingers to the front, left fingers to the back. And once you're there, slide your left arm around your right hip and then start to lean back, looking up at the top hand. You can work on straightening that back leg once you're there. Inhale. Good. And then as you exhale, take your right hand down. Big circle with the left arm. And then front foot to the back, find your plank. And we take the hips up and back into downward facing dog. So going back to that other little sequence now. Come up high onto your toes. Roll yourself forwards into your plank pose. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Try and keep the knee off the floor as you draw your chest forwards and slowly lower yourself down to the mat. Keep the right knee off. Lower the right knee down. Keep the toes tucked as you lift your head, chest up. Okay, so remember that pose, the leg out straight and the other leg bent that I said earlier. Push up. Take your right leg behind the left, rest the foot on the floor and sit the hips down. Left leg is straight, right knee is bent. Have we got there? Yes? Now lift the hips up, reach your right arm to the top of the mat. You can go onto the edge of your left foot, find your wild thing. Lower your right hand next to your left, your right foot next to the left into a plank. And then we'll take the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Go for the other side, come up high onto the toes, bring yourself forwards into your plank. Bring your left knee to your left elbow, chest forwards, elbows bend. Can you keep your left knee off the floor? Lower it down if you haven't already, and then lift the head, chest up. Good, so now from here, your back toes are tucked, so you can lift the left leg up, let the left foot fall behind the right leg, sit your bum down, right leg is straight, left leg is bent. Lift the left arm up, come onto the edge of your right foot, breathe into your wild thing. And then bring your left hand next to your right, your left foot next to the right. Take the hips up and back into that downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, coming back to the other sequence. Right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Right knee into nose, right foot inside right hand. Yeah, so now the left leg is nice and bent. Come up into a crescent lunge, high lunge. Keep that left leg nice and bent. Twist towards the right. Left fingers to the front, right fingers to the back. Right hand around your left hip. Reach back, look up to the sky. Work on straightening the left leg. Good, now reach your left arm as far forward as you can. Bring your body over your right leg. Keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. Now you're going to drop the back heel 45, bring your right arm forwards and come into a warrior two. Good, flip the front palm, reach it forwards, take it back and breathe into the right side. A big circle, right hand to the floor, left hand to the floor, front foot to the back, take it straight up and back into your downward facing dog. Swing the left leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open up your hip. Now left knee in to the nose, left foot inside the left thumb. Right leg is nice and bent. Come up into your high lunge. Start to twist towards the left, right fingers to the front, left fingers to the back. Good, swing the left arm around your back. I love how the right leg feels here. You're going to reach your right arm up and over your head. You can look up to that right hand, maybe work on straightening your right leg here. Now lower your body over your left leg, reach the right hand as far forwards as you can. Keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. Make sure you've got weight in that left foot. And then open up your right arm, bring your left arm forwards, drop your back heel, come into a warrior two. Flip in the front palm, reach it forwards, take it back and breathe into the left side. Then big circle, left hand to the floor, right hand to the floor, front foot to the back. Take the hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Okay, so we're going to return to the other sequence. Come up high into the toes. Roll yourself forwards into plank pose. Adding on, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Chest forwards, elbows bent. Try and keep the right knee off the floor for as long as you can. Lower the right knee, lift your head, chest up. Back toes are tucked. Now lift the right knee up to the sky as you take the foot behind your left leg. Rest the right foot on the floor. Left leg is straight, bum on the mat. Or just off the mat. Reach the right arm up. Come onto the edge of your left foot into your wild thing. And then take your right arm up to the sky. And try and bring your right knee to your right elbow. Look where your left thumb is. You're going to try and place your right foot next to your left thumb. Woo. Did we get there? Lower the left knee down. Release the left toes. Come back onto the left knee. Right toes to the face. Breathing in. Breathing out. Fold over the leg. And swing the hips. Do what feels nice. You can step back onto the right foot. Hands side to side, lift the back knee, front foot to the back. Let's get a vinyasa in. Draw your chest forwards, elbows bend. Cobra up dog, lift the head, chest up, feels nice. Take it up and back, downward facing dog. Take up the left side together, come up high into the toes, roll yourself forwards into plank. Bring your left knee to your left elbow. Try and keep that left knee off the floor. As you draw your chest forwards, elbows bend, try and keep that left knee off. Lower the left knee, come up, cobra. Now sit back, toes are tucked. You're going to take your left leg up to the sky, let the left foot fall outside of the right leg. Sit your bum down, right leg's nice and straight. Yeah. Take your left arm up to the sky, come onto the edge of your right foot, wild thing. Reach, reach, reach the hand towards the front of the back. Take your left arm up to the sky. And now try and bring your left knee to your left elbow. You can look where your right thumb is, and then try and put your left foot next to it. Lower your right knee. Release your right toes, and we can come back onto the right knee. So we're not on a diagonal line with that leg now. Directly underneath us. Inhale. Exhale, push down through your left heel. So you feel the stretch of the left hamstring, left calf. Lovely guys, and we'll step back onto your left foot. Lift the back knee up off the floor, and then take your front foot to the back plank. Vinyasa, chest forwards, elbows bend. Cobra up dog, lift the chest up. And we take it back, downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. All right, back to the other sequence. Right leg up, bend the knee, open up the hip. Right foot inside right thumb. Left leg is nice and bent. Come up into that crescent lunge. From the crescent lunge, open up and twist towards the right. Slide your right hand around the left hip. Left arm up to the sky. Maybe we're concentrating that left leg here. Reach the left arm as far forward as you can. Really put all your weight into your right foot here. Now look underneath your left arm. Take your left arm up. Right arm forwards. Drop the back heel. Come into warrior two. Got to adjust that front foot probably. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards, take it back and breathe into the right side. Now we'll straighten the right leg. I will take the right arm towards the front of the mat, both legs straight into your triangle shape. Left arm up to the sky. Core strong, oblique strong. Can you bring your right hand towards the left side? Like you're trying to hand a plate of something to someone on the left. Long breath in, long breath out. Looking down, come back and bend into the right leg, warrior two. Take your right hand to the floor, left hand follows. And then lifting your back heel up. All right, hang tight. We're going to take your right knee outside of your right elbow. Linking the two things up. Draw your chest forwards, elbows bend, lower down. Try and keep your right knee off the floor. Lower the right knee, lift the head, chest up. Good, you know where we're going. Take the right knee up to the sky into your wild thing. Right foot behind left leg. Lower the left leg down onto the mat, the bum down onto the mat. Right arm up to the sky. Wild thing, come onto the edge of your left foot. Take your right arm up. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Look at your left thumb. Try and bring your right foot next to the left thumb. Well done, guys. Lower the left knee to the floor. Awesome. And do your left toes. Breathing in. As you breathe out, come back onto your left leg. Draw the right toes to your face. Now walk your hands back. Tuck your back toes under, try and lift your back knee up off the floor and squeeze your right hip back here. Draw the head chest forwards. Exhale, fold over the leg. Good. Okay, now you can lower the left knee down. Turn your right foot onto the side. So it's almost like you're at, say, like 2 o'clock with the toes. And then walk your hands forwards, bend into the right leg. You can bring your forearms down onto the floor. Yeah, so the toes are at like 2 o'clock. You're on the edge of the foot and your knee is splaying out towards the side. Take a moment, see how that feels. Just a little bit more of an opening in the hip. And you draw your chest forwards. You can be on your hands as well here. Breathing in. Awesome. And then you can bring your hands back underneath you. You can bring your right heel back underneath the knee, lifting the back knee up off the floor. Take your front foot to the back. Let's get a little vinyasa in here, elbows bent. Cobra up dog. And lift it up and back, downward facing dog. So you've got your left side to go, adding that last bit on. The left leg lifts up to the sky, bend the knee, open up your hip. Bring your left foot inside your left hand. Yeah, good, keep your right knee nice and bent. And then come up into your crescent lunge, your high lunge. Keep that bent leg nice and bent now as you twist towards the left, reaching the right arm forwards. And the left arm can slide around your right hip, twist the chest towards the left, reach the right arm up to the sky. You can look up to the hand, maybe straighten into that back leg. Yeah, see where you can go with that. And reaching your right hand as far forwards as you can, really push down into your left heel here. Really feel all that weight. Keep reaching your right hand as far forwards as you can. And then look underneath the armpit as you lift your right arm up, drop the back heel, bring your left arm forwards into warrior two. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards, take it back and breathe into the left side. And now straighten your left leg, reach your left arm as far forwards as you can, come into triangle, right arm up to the sky. Squeeze the legs towards each other. Now get the obliques working, left arm towards the right side. Breathing in. Breathing out to twist, twist, twist. Good. Looking down, bend the front knee, come back, warrior two. Left hand to the floor. Right hand follows. Now pick your back heel up. You're going to take your left knee outside of your left arm. Hover the foot off the floor. Draw your chest forwards. Try and keep the knee off the floor as the elbows bend. Use your obliques here. Lower the left knee eventually. Push down, lift the head, chest up. Now the back toes are tucked. Take the left knee up to the sky and then let the left foot fall to the right side. Sit the hips down low. Yes, you got your right leg straight, left leg bent. Wild thing, lift the left arm up, go onto the edge of your right foot. Take your left arm up to the sky and then bring your left knee to your left elbow. Look where your right thumb is and then place your left foot next to the right thumb. Yeah, lower your right knee to the floor. Shake out your wrists if you need to. Untuck your back toes and we'll come back onto the right leg. Left toes to the face as you exhale, fold over the leg. Come onto your fists, so we'll walk the hands back towards the knee. And then you can work on tucking your back toes and lifting your back knee up off the floor. Push down to your left heel and squeeze your left hip back. Yeah, inhale. And exhale. Awesome, guys. Lower your right knee back down onto the mat. And now turn the left toes out. to, I guess, like 11 o'clock. Yeah. And then keeping the toes there, start to bend into the leg and then work your way forwards. Now you can come down onto the forearms, you stay up there on the hands. So see if you can get into the hip a slightly different way now. Relax into it, breathe into it. Get one more breath. Cool. And then bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Bring the left toes back in line with the with the left heel, and then lift the back knee up off the floor. Front foot goes to the back, find your plank. Now let's lower ourselves all the way down onto the mat. Nice and controlled. All right, so you've got your belly on the mat, your feet untucked, push down to your feet. Let's bring the left elbow in line with the left shoulder, palm flat on the floor. So I'll do it on my left so you can see, making sure the elbow is in line with the shoulder and the hand is on top of the elbow. Yeah, so you can have a little look, make sure that is in the right place for you there. And then you look to the left. Remember, you're not going to go as far as you went last time because the elbow is bent now. So you can rest your head on the floor and then try and peel left hip back on top of the right and just feel how awkward that is. It's really awkward for me. You can have the left leg bent, left foot behind the right leg, so we know the shape. But let's play with bringing that right leg so it's in line with the right hip and your left knee on top of your right knee. Like you did earlier, use your left hand as a kickstand. So you got your fingertips pushing into the floor. Open up your left knee, keep your your feet together, like a shell. Lower the left knee down. There's going to be less movement on this side, or there is for me anyway. Opening up the knee, lowering it back down. Okay, last one. Open up the knee. Now try and bring the foot in line with the knee, and then take the foot back as like you're going to kick the head. Keep reaching it back, keep reaching it back, keep reaching it back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good, and then release and bring it back. Extend your legs out straight. Lower down onto your belly and shake out your right shoulder. Yes, I do not like that stretch at all. Okay, left elbow in line with left shoulder, hand flat on the floor. So we get into the pec muscle here. Right hand like a kickstand. Look to the right and then peel your right hip back on top of the left. You can spend a moment with the right foot behind the left leg so we know this shape. And then work out how you can bring your left knee in line with your left hip. Right knee on top of the left knee. Like an eggshell, toes together, open up the knee. Remember, there'll be less space than the last time. Lower the knee back down. And again, open up the knee. And of course, if any of this is too much, just extend your arm out straight. Lower the knee back down. Last time, opening up the knee, lifting the foot in line with the knee, and then trying to see if you can hit your head, the back of your head, with your right foot. Reach it back, reach it back, reach it back. Try not to let the foot touch the floor. And then bring the knees back together. You can extend the legs out straight and lay down onto your belly. Ah, thank goodness. Bring that left arm in. And we've got your hands underneath your shoulders. Pinch your shoulder blades together. We're going to take the hips back into a child's pose. Walk the hands all the way out in front, forehead down towards the floor. Take a breath in. And a breath out. So we're going to come up onto all fours, so continuing to work into our backs. And we'll come into a nice puppy pose. Walk your hands to the corners of the mat. And let your chest rest on the floor, your chin rest on the floor. And taking one more breath here. And now do the opposite of that, bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, push away and round into the back, chin to your chest. And then you can tuck your toes under, sit your hips onto your heels, the feet, take your hands behind your back, draw your shoulders back, push your hands down. And we'll wrap the right arm around your left side, left heel of the hand pushing into the right, and then let your left ear fall towards the left shoulder, squeeze the right shoulder down the back. Bringing the head back to the center. I hope your feet are okay. Wrap your left arm around your back, right palm into the left palm, and then right ear towards the right shoulder. Good. And then bringing the head back to center. Release the hands, take them up to the sky. And then the elbows can bend, and you can open up the chest, squeeze the elbows down towards the back. Good, and then you can rest the hands onto the floor, come back onto all fours. A little cat-cow, let the belly sink, lift the head, chest up. And as you exhale, push away and around into the back. So roll your way up to standing onto your knees, keep your toes tucked under. Reach the arms up to the sky. And let's take your left hand to your left heel, have your thumb on the inside, fingers on the outside, push the thighs forwards and the hips forwards, and then look up to the top hand. Yeah. Now you can stay here, or you can rotate the arm behind you and catch hold of the other foot. Thumbs inside, fingers outside, chest forwards, breathe in. Breathe out. You can always have your hands on your lower back if this is too much. Bringing one arm back up, and then the other arm back up. Yeah, bring your palms together, untuck your feet, swing yourself back, and then try and sit your hips in between your heels. Now, if that's not good for your knees, have your heels underneath your hips, yeah? Inhale, lift up, and then exhale, fold it forwards, relax, forehead down. Breath in, and breath out. Lovely, guys, rolling your way up. Bring your knees together, bring your heels underneath you. And you can have your hands just past or behind your knees here. A little cat-cow with the hands on the floor. Inhale, draw the head, chest forwards. And then exhale, push the mat away, round into the back, chin to chest. Lift the knees up, and then start to slide your feet all the way forwards to sit. Extend your legs out straight. Push down to your fingertips, lift up nice and tall, and then exhale. Fold over your legs. How's this Paschimottanasana today? You can have a little bit of movement if you like, or stillness. See what you feel. I'm going to draw the head, chest forwards with the breath in, and as you exhale, fold over the legs. Lovely, guys. Hope you're feeling good. Let's roll up to seated. I do want to get a wheel in. Okay, so you're going to bend the knees, drag your bum close to your feet, and then slowly lower down. Take a bridge or a wheel. Yeah, I'm going to go for a wheel because we've done quite a bit of back bending. So hands can be flat on the floor by your ears, fingers towards the shoulders, palms down, elbows in. Breath in. As you breathe out, draw your belly button back, push down through both feet to lift the hips up. Now you can stay here or come up into that wheel shape. It's not going to be your deepest wheel if you are practicing in the morning. Okay, so although it won't stop you, if you practice all the time in the morning, you're still going to get a nice deep back bend if you practice in the evening. One more breath. Chin to chest, and then start to lower yourself back down. Feet as wide as the mat, and you can windscreen work with the legs. That's really important for me to counterpose that. So you can do it a few ways: happy baby, Vipassana, hugging the knees in, or plow pose. So which one do you fancy today? Palms flat, maybe you're going to swing the legs up and over the head. Use your hands to support your back and rest the feet on the floor. And maybe you're hugging your knees into your chest, or maybe you're holding onto the outer edges of the feet in your child's pose. Wherever you are, you're slowing your breathing down, preparing yourself for your Shavasana. Take one more breath. Now you can slowly lower the spine down. And if you are in your Vipassana or in your happy baby, let's all meet with the legs up in the air, and then you can just give the legs a nice little shake out. I'll bring the soles of the feet together, knees open, arms up and over your head. We take a big breath in through the nose. And open your mouth and exhale, let it go. Okay, the biggest exhale, inhale. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Last time, breathing in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Just breathe normally, naturally. Eyes closed, face relaxed. You've done everything that you need to do this morning, or whenever you're doing the class. Now take this little moment to rest. And it is just a little moment, so make the most of it. Every muscle relaxed. Breath flowing freely. Hopefully you're feeling strong, focused. If anything did show up in the practice that didn't feel quite right, maybe that can be your focus today, looking after whatever that was. Maybe your mind wasn't completely in the practice. Maybe throughout the day, you can just keep attending to that, keep checking back into that. If you wanted to extend your legs out into Shavasana, you could. Legs straight, we'll be here for another moment. If you're happy with the knees open, stay with the knees open. Being completely happy with everything that you've achieved on your mat. As we know, the hardest part is getting up, getting on your mat. Everything else is a bonus. So if you can be there a little bit longer, maybe see if you can get 4 or 5 more minutes in. And then come round when you come round. If you need to get moving, get on with your day, then you can start to breathe a little bit deeper. You can start to move your fingers and move your toes. Big yawn as you reach your arms up and over your head, doing that lovely long, lazy yawn. And then rolling to the right hand side into your fetal shape. Keeping your eyes closed as you make your way up to seated to face the front. Sit however feels good for you. Just maybe give the shoulders a little bit of a roll and see what's happening. And palms together, thumbs into the chest bone. In gratitude to the practice as always. And in gratitude to you guys for being there with me today. Big breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Namaste, have a beautiful rest of your day. Again, thank you so much for joining me. See you again soon.